What's up, Everyday Blades? Man, we got a beast here today. This is actually some pawn shop treasure that I dug up last week. I believe I give around $100 for it. I think they're $200 and something new. But it's a Benchmade Adamas, the large version, not the new mini everybody has. This is the old school, and this one is automatic. You don't see a ton of these. I have been open about the fact that I'm just not a huge fan of automatics. I think they're cool, don't get me wrong. I think automatics are just cool as it gets. But the fact that I got to use two hands to close it, and I know I could probably do some acrobatic thing to get it closed with one hand, but that's not what I'm about. I love being able to, flick a knife open and close it. Cut something and stick it back in my pocket and not have to use two hands. But this knife here is probably, I don't know, 5 to 8 years old, and it's been used. You can tell by the scratches on the blade that somebody really used this thing. But it's still perfect. I mean, there's no play anywhere. All the fit and finish is perfect. The scales still look good. I've debated on whether to put this in the tumbler and take the PVD finish off here and polish it up a little bit so it looks better. I may end up doing that if I keep it, but I might end up selling it. It has a lock back here to lock it where you can't open or close the blade. That's really handy. But look at that power that thing has. This thing has got some age on it and more importantly, some use. And listen how powerful that thing still is. That's sweet. Benchmade has built a lot of great knives and done a great job. I have heard of people that have had issues. I couldn't tell you how many Benchmades I own. It's been a lot of Benchmades. I don't think I've had a single issue with any of them. I've never broken Omega spring. I've never had centering be off or anything or finish issues. The only thing I've ever had is the one or two I found that I bought at a pawn shop and turned out to be a clone, and that's why it had a rough action or whatever. But it looked identical. Just such a great knife. Let's check some measurements on it. We got a 4-inch blade, right at 4 inches. And if you measure from the same spot, we got 4 7/8 handle scales, and it's almost 9 inches total length. This is the Rat 1 or Rat 2. As you can see, it's a beast of a knife. Not just in length, it's just a hair longer than the Rat 1, but it's cumbersome. I mean, I got 2XL gloved hands, and that thing fills my hand up. It's just nice milling in the G10 pattern. Done a good job with this one. This one, I believe the color is the Desert Tan. And you can lock it up, not have to worry about it. But that's it, guys. Let's check the weight on it. Sorry about that. Forgot about one of the most important parts, because this thing's a beefer. I did end up putting a, let's see. I did end up putting a mirror sharp edge on it. Maybe we ought to test and see how good my sharpening skills are. What do you think? I ain't scared. It might be a flop. Maybe I did a shitty job. I used the Work Sharp Pro, Precision Adjust Pro. I've been using it a lot more here lately instead of my Wicked Edge. One reason is my Wicked Edge stones are got a little wear on them. It takes a little longer to sharpen, so it's easier just to whoop out that Work Sharp. Got a little tension on there. All right, let's see if I still got it. 220, not bad, not great, but not bad. 200 is, I believe, razor blade sharp. Let's test it in a different spot. adjust it up here. Oh, dang it, I didn't reset it. Sorry about that. I'll have this down one of these days. We need to just, I have the disposable things. I need to just start using those. They're a little quicker to reload. Let's reset this. $195. Not bad. Could be better. I've had knives that were under 100, but this is a big old fat blade stock. No excuses. It probably could be a hair sharper, but 200 is a sharp knife. I mean, that's sharper than all of the production knives I get come. So it'll get the job done. And some would argue a beefier blade like that's plenty sharp because you don't want it to get brittle on you. You want it to last longer. The Benchmade Adamas and D2 and Desert Tan G10. If that's your gig, if you like big beefy knives, that's the one for you. I do like big beefy knives, but I have a lot of big beefy knives. I don't think this one will stick around. I have it up on the Facebook group for sale. Somebody will come along and snag it. It's a good deal. Guys, thanks for watching. God bless you and your families. Say a prayer for our country. Good night. Please subscribe.